Okay, let's begin. Before reading the shloka today, let's take the blessing from our ISKCON Shishadipuram deities. जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव शूद्रमाई की जय, गौर निताई की जय, पंचतत्व की जय, गिरि गोवर्धन की जय, शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय. We'll do the prayer. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनी इति नामिनि. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा शिवासादि गौर भक्तविंदा. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे. So we are in chapter number 16, the divine and the demonic nature, and today we are in shlok number 18. So we'll read the shloka and translation. Ahankaram balam darpan kamam krodham cha sanshita mam atma pardeshe deheshu pratvishanto abhyasuka. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bewildered by false ego, strength, pride, lust and anger, the demons become envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in their own bodies and in bodies of others, and blaspheme against the real religion. So, first three shloka we have learned about divine nature, and now we are learning about demonic nature. So, starting from 6th shlok onwards, Lord is telling about demonic nature to Arjun. So, what Lord is describing here is the characteristic and the mindset of demonic individuals. So, he mentioned that these individuals are bewildered by several negative qualities, and which include these 5 main, right? So what are these negative qualities that demonic nature people have? They have false ego, strength, pride, lust, and anger. That is what the complete shloka is describing about. So what happens? False ego. The first very important thing is the false ego. So demons are driven by false sense of self-importance and superiority. They often overestimate their own ability and importance. So they think they are only the superior. So that is the false ego. And then the strength. What they think is they have the greatest strength. Nobody is beyond them in their strength. And then pride, darpam, right? So pride, darpam means pride. So these demons are filled with excessive pride. They often consider themselves superior to others and refusing to acknowledge their fault or limitation. And then see about the lust. They are consumed by desires, especially those of a sensual or materialistic nature. So all these desires are actually material, right? And these desires often lead them to unethical and immoral action. So whenever we have desire, right, it leads us to all unethical acts. So, and then the fifth one is anger. So demons are characterized by intense anger. So what happens is when this anger comes, when we have so many desires and those desires are not fulfilled, then automatically what happens? The anger will come. So these are the main broad 5 categories. Now you may also wonder why we are talking about, divine and demons, because this happened and this is a history why we are discussing this today. But there is a lot of relevance in today's world, and every yuga there is a importance of divine and demons. So we'll also see why it is so important even in Kali Yuga. So due to these negative qualities, these demons become very envious of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So who represent divine love, wisdom, and compassion. So we are keep on discussing this key Supreme Personality of God is the topmost, right? Nobody is beyond Lord. But these demons, they feel very envious because of this. So if you remember Hiranyakashipu, right? His son Prahlad. So Prahlad always used to remember Lord. And Hiranyakashipu, he used to think himself as the Lord, and he was very angry why his son is not worshipping Hiranyakashipu. So that is what they feel, that they are the biggest. And their envious nature prevents them from recognizing and surrendering to divine. So the thing is, if you have this kind of negative qualities, it will prevent you to actually recognize Lord. And you cannot also surrender to Lord. So that is why we are discussing and we are practicing so many things so that we get a divine nature. Because until unless we have demon inside, we cannot actually surrender to Lord. So instead, what happens? They oppose and reject the spiritual path. Who? The demons. And they continue to act in a way that are detrimental to themselves and others. So what demons thinks that there should not be anybody who will have more money or intelligence or power like them. And if they find someone who is having a lot of money or power or intelligence, immediately they start planning to eliminate them. Even our day-to-day life, you might have seen, whether you go to office or in families, what happens is, if everybody want to have power, everybody want to dictate, and the moment they feel somebody is overtaking them, they start doing planning. And planning of what? How to eliminate my rival, because I am the most greatest and I am free from everything. This is the false ego. Somebody thinks, oh, I am a IAS officer, I am a minister, I am most wealthy. So this is nothing but a false ego, because we know that this is all temporary thing. Today you are a IAS officer, tomorrow this post will be gone. These are all posts, right? The post is never permanent for anybody. Even you see, Brahma is a post. Brahma is not a single person. Brahma is a post. Because of the austerity, he has got that post. Tomorrow somebody else will become Brahma. So they are under the control of nature. Like me, no one. Because they think, like me, there is no one. If you remember, we talked about 3 gunas, right? Rajoguna, Satoguna, and Tamoguna. So because of these 3 gunas we discussed earlier, everybody is influenced by these three gunas. And so these demons are also under the grip of these three gunas. So what is more in them? Which guna is more in them? It is tamoguna. Right? So then if we take some example from the past, we have read about Ravana. What Ravana used to say, he used to say, I am Trilok Vijeta. He used to claim the victorious over the three worlds. Trilok Vijeta. And similarly, we have seen Hiranyakashipu, and then again Jagai and Madai also. Right? To whom Nityananda Prabhu delivered. Because Lord never differentiate or do partiality between divine or demon nature people. For Lord, everybody is equal. So we try to actually read one more story about one demon. His name was Vikasur. So what he did, Vikasur, he did lot of penance and he managed to get the boon from Lord Shiva. So you know that how merciful is Lord Shiva. Somebody actually. So all these demons used to actually do lot of penance to Lord Shiva. So this Vrikasur also did lot of penance, and he did lot of tapasya to get a boon from Lord Shiva. He started sacrificing when Lord Shiva was not appearing in front of him. He started even cutting his hand, legs, and offer it to Lord Shiva. So finally, when he was about to cut his head and sacrifice for Shiva, Lord Shiva appeared, and Lord Shiva gave boon to him. So Lord Shiva gave a boon to him that whomever you put your hand over his head, he will be destroyed. So Vikasur was very happy getting this boon. But you know what Vikasur intention was? To get Parvati. And he was very much aware that without destroying Lord Shiva, he cannot get Parvati. So when Shiva come to know, Shiva started running. Shiva started running from Vikasur. And Vikasur was chasing Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva reached Lord Vishnu for help. So when Vishnu asked what happened, so he's saying this is the matter. So we know Lord Shiva, he is the most intelligent. So he approached Vikasura and asked, why you are frustrated? So Vikasura said, look, Lord Shiva gave me a boon, but now he is actually running away. He is running away when I am trying to I am trying to practice this boon. What is the boon? That putting whoever he put his hand over his head, that person will get destroyed. So Lord Vishnu he is very intelligent. So he advised? He advised Vikasur, since your head is the most nearest one to you, why don't you put your hand on over your head? So that way, actually, the demon themselves invite their destruction. So they don't acknowledge that the God exists. They think themselves as God. We have seen that Hiranyakashipu, right? How much trouble he has given to Prahlad. And similarly, Jagai, Madai also we have seen. है ना? So, but still, what happened? Nityanand Prabhu and uh, Gaur Nitai both delivered him. Once you surrender, the Lord will definitely deliver you. So then, what happens is every yuga we can find divine and demons. That is why we are discussing this in Kali Yuga also. So every yuga there is a divine and demons nature people. So we have seen Satyuga, right? You can see in the slide, Satyuga have so many years, right? And then Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and now we are in Kali Yuga. So what used to happen in Satyuga? The demons and divine people, they used to live in different planets. So this is trying to actually differentiate what used to happen in Satyuga, what is the nature of divine demons. They used to live in different planets. In Treta Yuga, they used to live in different countries, like we have seen in Ramayana, right? Treta Yuga. So Ravan used to be in Sri Lanka and Ram was in Bharat, right? And then Dwapar Yuga, what happened? They were in different, same country but different states. Like we have seen Kansa and Sri Krishna. They are in the same country but in different states. But in Kali Yuga, they are in the same body. So our body, the divine and the demon nature is within our body. So that is why we are trying to learn this. What is the nature of this divine and demonic? So every person actually have the qualities of divine and demonic nature. So like every yuga, Lord actually give the remedy also. है ना? So, and you see this in Kali Yuga, so total there is 4,32,000 years and we are hardly 500 plus years away. So you can imagine the intensity of demonic nature that is going to grip us because of the mother nature, right? Satoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. So that is why we are actually practicing Krishna consciousness so that we can actually destroy our demons and we actually revive the divine nature within us. And like every yuga, Lord has given some remedy to how we can actually eliminate these demons and how we can actually polish our divine nature. So in Kali Yuga, how it is. So if you see in this slide, so in Satyuga, uh, the remedy was to meditate on Lord Vishnu. In Satyuga, the process of self-realization or to eliminate demons was to meditate on Lord Vishnu. And what happened in Treta Yuga? Treta Yuga, people used to do lot of sacrifice. They used to do lot of sacrifice. And then comes the Dwapar Yuga. Dwapar Yuga, people used to do lot of temple worshipping. But what about Kali Yuga? Kali Yuga, Lord has given the remedy of holy name, right? Who has given the remedy of this holy name? It is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what is the remedy? Remedy is to do lot of chanting of the holy name by singing the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the only thing or the only mantra that will work in Kali Yuga. Other than that, whatever you do, whatever kind of worshipping or anything you do, but that is why this is called as Mahamantra, because this is the only remedy recommended by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Kali Yuga if we want to get delivered, right? So, and we have already learned about what is the effect when we actually do the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, in conclusion, this verse serves as the teaching on the importance of cultivating the positive qualities and virtues such as humility, selflessness, and devotion, which lead one towards higher spiritual understanding and closer connection with Supreme Being. So, that is what is about today's shloka. Grantaraj Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If there is any question, I will try to answer.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, that was pranam.